Hi, so this little video is going to be about an Oceana report on fish stocks around the UK. But before I get into that, this photo of a mackerel on their front page reminds me of a study I also read about this last week from some Spanish scientists who have shown that mackerel are responding in different ways to climate change. So horsetail mackerel have now got an earlier and shorter spawning season, but in the northeast Atlantic, what common mackerel have done is actually migrated north, and so their numbers grown, whilst horsetail mackerel numbers have been shrinking. So that's quite interesting and good for those of us who like to eat what we catch around the UK. Now, the first thing to say is that under objectives of the study, Oceana say that this is really for aiding the UK in setting total allowable catches for commercial sea fishermen. So it's about the scientific evidence we can pull together to help make informed decisions on that front. So here's a picture of the top 10 fish by catch around the UK and the way in which they see stocks and exploitation. So for mackerel, for example, the stock status is seen as good, but exploitation is critical stroke overfished, which means we've got a good amount of mackerel in the sea at the moment. We just need to ensure that we're managing better the way in which we're taking mackerel from the sea so that we don't put that particular type of fish into danger for fish stocks levels. When we look at North Sea cod, it's the reverse. We've got stock status shown as critical, but exploitation status as healthy stroke sustainably exploited. Now, what that means for cod is that whilst their analysis is that it'd be nice to have more cod, they do believe that we're actually fishing it in a sensible manner. And what we are seeing is that cod numbers are going up. So that's actually encouraging, even though the stock status gets a red on this little chart they've produced. North Sea herring have got green stock status and green exploitation status, which is nice to see. So we should be seeing a lot more North Sea herring. It's the same for North Sea haddock and North Sea saithe and indeed North Sea whiting. So this page shows us a bit about the fish that are suffering worse. It looks like that's west of Scotland cod, Celtic sea cod, and then Irish sea whiting. And in conclusion, what this report says is that there are suboptimal levels of scientific evidence, numerous examples of stocks not recovering from overexploitation when fishing pressure is reduced, and climate change. So we just need to be ever more efficient at collecting data, understanding what's happening in our oceans, and making sure we manage them well. The government talked about a gold standard for sustainable fishing when we came out of the EU, and if this is to be achieved, then it seems like there's more work to do.